I love traditional guitars as much as any other guitar player. We all fell in love with the Les Paul, the Stratocaster, or a Tele at some point of our lives, and it makes sense because most of our heroes,
that's exactly what they were playing, right?
However, it's now 2025 and things have changed a little bit, and I think it's important for us to know about other kinds of guitars. So today, my friend, I want to share with you this wonderful guitar company that I consider is at the very, very bleeding edge, not of guitars today, but making what's going to be the guitar of tomorrow. Let's go check it out together, my friend. I'm Jorge Lanzas, and now we break it down, baby. Alright, my friend, thank you so much for being here once again in another video. And as usual, remember to like, subscribe, and do all those cool little things that we like to do on YouTube so that you and I can stay in touch with each other. Alright, and like I was saying to you in the intro, today I'm bringing to your attention one of these guitar brands that maybe just flew under your radar and you never really noticed they was there. This guitar brand is thinking about guitars forward. Sustainability, repeatability, reliability,
and all the abilities you can imagine.
Aristides Instruments is making what I consider
the guitars of the future.
Not only they're using the most technologically advanced materials, making them probably the most stable guitars in the market, but also they're pushing guitar advancements forward. For example, thanks to Aristides and their forward-thinking ways, the world now has a multi-scale Evertune, for example. If it wasn't for Aristides always trying to push harder to see what's possible, maybe that will take, I don't know, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 more years. But that's just one part of the equation. The other side is that these guitars look amazing. Killer paint jobs, custom colors, unbelievable inlay work, and basically everything you can imagine from a prestige guitar brand. Aristides has it. But that's enough of the mumble jumbo. Let's stop the talking, get to the rocking, and check some guitars. Look how amazing just this color looks with the texture of like the brushed aluminum and like this cool inlay. Let's go check the guitar that started it all, the O Standard. And as you can see, the first thing in our eyes right here is that beautiful looking finish. Sick. Okay, and this is the first guitar that I remember seeing from Aristides, and this was one of these guitars that you would see with like the people from like Periphery and like all these prog bands, right? And of course they had it on 6, 7, and 8 strings. But the thing that I wanted to mention that I consider to be the most important one is the materials that they're using. Because for example, this whole body, as you probably saw by now, it's not a wooden body. It's this new material called Arium, which is a proprietary material for and by Aristides, which combines stuff like sustainability and the fact that it can be a way better instrument acoustically with easier repeatability. You know, like every single guitar from an acoustic standpoint should always be like so close to being the same that you can trust that the Aristides signature is going to be always there. But also these made these guitars pretty light. The few that I have been able to like hold in my hands in Lamb, for example, they were super light. So that right there to begin with. But other than that, they're also using Richlight in their fretboards. I mean, but to me, that's already a lot, you know? You're making these guitars from an absolutely different material that these people developed for the guitars alone. Forget about just pickups and cool colors and stuff like that. These people went ahead and designed a new material and brought it into the world with the vision, the hope, and the promise to make the best guitars possible. And that is the kind of people that I want to get behind, you know what I mean? Okay, I'm just gonna assume that you already read that it's stainless steel frets and all that kind of stuff. Let's go to what really matters and check some photos. Okay, and scrolling down a little bit, you can see that there's different models, the 060, 070, and then the 080. Wow, look at that super stunning color. And this is the first moment that I'm going to break down to you that these are no cheap guitars, as you can imagine. These are very boutique guitars, starting at 2445 euros, which, judging by the direction the dollar is going, is probably going to be like $5,000 by the time this video comes out tomorrow. That's just a silly dad joke. But whatever, all I'm trying to say is like 2445, we're talking about custom-made guitars. In a world where a Gibson Les Paul Standard is $3,000, the new Fender Stratocaster Ultras are like around maybe $2,800. And let's not forget that we have Epiphones at $1,700. So when you see something like this starting at these kind of prices, it's not looking as bad anymore. Let's see these pictures really quick. All right, let's go check a different model. And as you're gonna see, this is very informal and I'm just like breezing through all this stuff, just like browsing through the website. I'm not an expert in Aristides guitars. I don't own one yet, but I'm hoping to change that soon. We're discovering these guitars together, and that's what makes this special. Let's go check the other models. Now we have the S Multiscale. Let's see what it is. Ooh, and the first thing that you can see is that chameleon finish. I love chameleon finishes. Are some of my very, very favorites. And I'm just gonna have to assume right now that this is basically a multi-scale version of the old guitars. But look at these carousel of nice finishes that we're having right here. It's looking great. Let me go back. Let's go see what models they have. They have the 060S. So yeah, this is basically the same guitars, but now with multi-scale. And again, 6, 7, and 8 strings. Ooh, these colors, I don't know how they do this. It's like flaky. Colors are so cool. This one looks like a little bit more like marble, like pink marble. The headstock looks great, almost like a killer shark. Looks aggressive. Ooh, wow, look at this configuration. It's sick. Yeah, you not only want like the eight strings, you want like 8 strings and every single pickup you can have. I bet you can split them all. Yep, there you go. I wonder if it's got like a piezo system and stuff. Yeah, this is looking sick. Then we have the H for headless. Again, they're showcasing this kind of finishes a lot. I love them. The HO headless is basically, again, another one of their O's, but now it's headless. And this one goes all the way to 9 string. That's unbelievable. See what I'm saying? Like, these people are pushing things hard. HO6, HO7, HO8, and HO9. It almost looks like comedic, you know? Like that Billy Gibbons bass player guitar. Like a war guitar, is that what it's called? With like those 17 strings? That's crazy. And look at this graphic. It almost looks like a rap. I bet you it is. Sick. Really cool. This is another thing I need to get, one of these headless guitars, and just see how different they feel, right? Because in my opinion, they don't look any bad or anything. They definitely look like a different kind of guitar, but nothing bad at all. And in the headless, the prices start at $27.95, a little bit more expensive. I love these chameleon finishes. Chameleon and metallic flake. Ooh, you got me. Right, next guitar. And now one that I'm a little bit more excited about, which is that T-style. Perfect to compete right now with the new Ultras, right? The modern classic. I love how they're calling it your exact dream guitar. The TO features Aristides' widest variety of hardware, electronics, and design customization. Wow. For a super custom guitar, that's a lot to say. And where they probably have a lot of hardware, they only have the TO, which is only a 6-string guitar. They don't have 7 and 8s. But I bet you if you want an 8-string guitar, they'll probably make it for you. I don't know if they can actually make it, but they would probably have to like develop the machines to make the guitars. But I bet you they're coming soon. Very cool. I love how they get the textures just right. Like they almost make it look like wood, I want to say. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Who doesn't like a guitar like this? And I wonder if this is like the raw color, or if it's actually like a matte finish. Because I want to say if this is not wood, and I don't know, this is a metallic finish, maybe you don't need to paint it. I don't know. I feel like in this video, more than answers, I have questions. But definitely these guitars have piqued my interest. And let me know if they piqued your interest too in the comment section down below. And make sure that you like, subscribe, and do all those cool little things that we like to do on YouTube. And enjoy this little bossa nova, my friend. I hope your day keeps getting better and better and better. Right, let's keep watching guitars. What is the SDX collection? Is the Aristides and Mike Stringer. The SDX collection consists in 5 Aristides models designed in collaboration with Mike Stringer from Spiritbox, right? They all feature hardware, electronics, and finish options when ordering, like all the Aristides guitars. Okay, so this is a stream custom shop guitar as well. The SDX collection is a unique and versatile lineup combining Mike Stringer's pursuit of sonic excellence with the sound and build quality Aristides is known for. Man, I just want an Aristides now. I want to try different stuff. I'm done trying Strats. I'm done trying Les Pauls. Yeah, there might be the best Les Paul in the planet somewhere out there, but that doesn't interest me too much. But this.
Yes.
But now that we saw what they are, let's go actually fall in love and check the gallery. And here we are. Okay, let's check this out. And if there's anything that really captivates my attention, I'm definitely gonna click on it. But this is more importantly for us to just like see what they're doing. Ooh, beautiful. They have that weird texture that they're using, that like flaky thing, streaky. But that freaking inlay work. It's amazing. Let's click on it and make it bigger. Beautiful. Okay, I love when a website is designed properly because now we zoom on the image and now we can just scroll through them. Wow, and the design goes through the pickups as well. Beautiful. Just look at those frets, like mirrors. Beautiful. I love this. This is incredible. That string looks like it's a bass. It's probably like a 72 or something like that.
Beautiful.
Yes. This is a total winner in my opinion. I wonder who made this beautiful guitar. Who's playing this beauty at home. And I love the collection of different kinds of pictures they're showing you. Beautiful. Look at just the finishes. Just because it's not wood, right? They're not cutting pieces or anything like that. It's just like perfectly rounded everywhere. That inlay work is just unbelievable. I wonder what is it? Because it doesn't look like iridescent enough to be like mother of pearl or anything like that. But looks incredible. Just that is a custom epoxy inlay. That's all we know. Tell me if that doesn't look like super sleek. I mean, granted, maybe that's not like your color combination or anything, but just the guitar in and of itself, the way it flows, the design, looks sick. Wow, that resonator block that they have right here looks incredible. Yeah, and the pickups look like they're just like painted over. I love how they're like very custom. That even looks big compared to his body too, right? And again, look at that string. It's so wide or so high, I don't know what to say, you know, with the 9 strings, that it almost looked like squarish, right? Like guitars usually look like long, but this looks like compact. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know about this kind of like paint job for myself. But I mean, if you're gonna have a 9-string monster like that, you know, might as well showcase it. And look, I want to see this picture is really nice because look the detail of the bridge, the saddle right exactly where the guitar is laying. It almost looks like a PRS-esque kind of thing, right? Like the brass insert, everything like very meticulously selected to make sure that you get the best tone. Nice. I love that little detail on the Fishman Fluence pickups. Nice. Wonder if this is for like a band, because that definitely looks like it's a band logo or something. But whatever, that doesn't matter. The charging port for the pickups. This looks phenomenal. This is exactly what I want to see guitar builders making. Let Fender keep doing the Teles, you know, and stuff like that. But everybody else, come on, bring something to the table. Give me something different. That's cool that it's still a Tele, but it's not a Tele at the same time, right? The headstock looks very Tele-esque. I love it. Like there's nothing that I don't like about this. Wow. With that new, is that Hipshot I want to say that does these new bridges like this? Super low profile. Anyway, look at this with the P90s. Wow. Yeah, the people at Aristides, and you know, I've talked to them a couple times at NAMM, and they're incredible people, super nice and personable. They really know what they're talking about, and they have a lot of passion for these guitars, which is the reason why I wanted to show them to you, because if you don't know about them and you have like this kind of money, you know, you're probably going to buy like a Gibson Les Paul or something like that. Maybe you want something like this, or maybe like an Ibanez. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know what this competes with. Maybe like Ibanez or like ESP, maybe like Schecter, but this would be like a better Schecter maybe. Or like Schecter USA, right? Because these are like at that higher end. But if you're thinking about something like that, these are a great option. Purple Red Chameleon Satin. This is calling my name in so many ways. Purple. Flaky. 7 strings. I love it. I love what they're doing with the pickups too, you know, like since the shape is already like a traditional shape, just like the rounded little bobbins, when they do this thing, just like make it so cool. And I wish I was live right now because I would love to be reading you guys in the comment section and just like see what you guys are saying. Look at this. Why is this guitar so amazing? Kill switch, Evertune, block inlays, roasted maple looking Ridgelight fretboard on a Tele with 2 humbuckers. It's just phenomenal. You will never see this from Fender. phenomenal. Oh, wow, I love the inlay. I love the inlay. So it is literally unicorn vomit. You know, it comes out of the unicorn, and then it splats all over the guitar, and it goes everywhere. But all right, my friend, I could be doing this all day long, but let's just go get a few conclusions. All right, my friends, so there you have it. Aristides Guitars. Not only they're doing amazing with the materials and the technology side of things, I've never heard any bad comments about an Aristides guitar, and you very rarely are gonna see people selling them because people cherish these monsters. And even though maybe I think like it requires you to have a certain kind of personality, like to get one of these guitars and like actually rock it on stage or like on a video, I am that kind of guy. And even though like everybody else, I dream about having like a super nice Les Paul and a great PRS.
You know I love PRS.
But I feel like if it was a thing that I had the money on my hands, I would try to find something brand new, something fresh, something different with a different finish, something that I don't see every day at a Guitar Center, for example. And the more I look at Aristides guitars, the more it looks like it fits the bill. I already have a Tele, I already have a Les Paul, I already have everything else. So let's say for coloring in the studio and like just making music, I have every single tool in the shed. But what about the soul? What about the spirit? What about the brain? Maybe all of them want an Aristides guitar. But that's enough about me, my friend. I want to hear about you in the comment section down below. And this was a long enough video. And if you stay till the very end, please comment the future in the comment section down below so that I know that you stay till the very end and that you're a real one and that you understand and appreciate what Aristides Guitars is doing. But other than that, my friend, I just want to hear anything else that you have to say in the comment section down below. And while you're there, remember to like, subscribe. If you can financially support me, smash that super thanks button. I thank you so much. And if you have some more time to watch another video, go watch this one right here, and I'll be waiting for you right there, my friend. Bye. See you soon.